guys, it's Jen and welcome back to my channel, Losing Weight with Jen Marie. So this week, it is my second weigh-in week and I lost, drum roll please, 1 pound, which is better than nothing, but I would like to maybe see a little more progress on the scale. But 1 pound is 1 pound. It's still moving in the right direction, so I'm not gonna argue with it. So that brings me down to 253.5 pounds. So in a couple hours, I am going to be on my way to a family birthday party, which is gonna mean lots of treats, chips, sweets, and probably some pizza. So while normally this might mean diet sabotage, today I'm gonna bring you 5 tips to help you get through your next party and to help me get through mine. So why does it matter? Why do we need to make a plan before we go to a party? Well, let's walk through what might be there. You're gonna walk in, there's probably going to be some appetizers. So we're talking chips, cookies, maybe a veggie tray. And if you don't have a plan when you walk in, you might think to yourself, a couple chips won't hurt. And like 3, 4, 5 handfuls later, you've eaten like 500 extra calories before you even ate the meal. There's the old adage that failing to plan is planning to fail, and I really think that holds true when you're going to a public event. These events, especially since mine is a children's birthday party, are never going to cater to a healthy way of eating. So if we don't make a plan before we walk in that door, our diet is going down the tubes today. And personally, I don't want that to happen, and I doubt you do either. Okay, so tip number 1 is going to be revolving around the food. So, first thing you're gonna do before you go to this party, you're going to talk to the host and you're gonna say, "Hey host, what are you serving at this party?" If you don't know what you're going to be having, how are you supposed to plan? So, you find out what your party's gonna have. Mine is gonna have pizza. So, in order to avoid eating an entire pizza by myself, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to eat beforehand. Your other option, if you don't want to eat beforehand and you feel okay with it, is bringing your own food. Honestly, maybe a few people will notice, but you're not gonna be the center of attention at the party. No one's gonna care what you're eating. So I understand why it might be a little weird to bring your own food. Really not a huge deal. So I chose to eat a smoothie before I went. So I am actually going to make that on my way to the party. So that way I'm not walking in and I'm starving and then I just say screw it and throw my diet out the window. When you're going to these parties, you want to avoid the screw it mentality. I know it's very easy when you're just like, it's just one day, I want to enjoy the event. If it's not your birthday and it's not your significant other's birthday and you're not going to some fancy restaurant, that diet needs to stay in place. That excuse, out the window. Honestly, the food is not gonna be that great. It's gonna be party food, which is gonna be good, but not worth breaking your diet over. Now, if you're in a place where you really want to take part in the food, I'm gonna eat pizza when I go. You're gonna eat before you go, so you're not starving, and then you're just going to have a proper serving. You're not gonna get 5 slices of pizza, get 1 or 2. If there's a veggie tray, load up on the veggies. Try to avoid the chips as much as possible. If you're gonna have some, have a handful. Keep it at 1 handful. Make your plan before you go. If these measurements don't work for you, that's fine. You're in a different place than I am. We're gonna wait for the plane. Now, you might be at a different spot than I am. If you normally eat a pizza every Saturday, eating 3 slices is gonna be an improvement. We're looking for progress, not perfection. So while this is my plan, what's important is that you go through and you make your own plan. Okay, so the next topic, everyone's favorite, alcohol. I know it's gonna be tempting, but we all know it's empty calories. Avoid the alcohol. Drink your water. Your water is so important. You should go nowhere without your water bottle. In fact, my water bottle is right here. It's full of ice water. Never go anywhere without your water bottle. There have been so many times where I thought I was hungry and really I was just thirsty. And I know you hear people say that and you're like, that's bogus. I know when I'm hungry. You're wrong. Your body is going to send you the same signal whether you're hungry or thirsty. And let me tell you, if you're feeling thirsty, you're already on your way to dehydration. You should never feel thirsty. Just drink water all throughout the day. You want to avoid the empty calories as much as you possibly can. If you want to flavor up your water, you can go get one of those Mio Drops or a water enhancer from the store. I love those if I'm having trouble getting my water down, or if I'm going to a party and I want something more than just plain water. I'll bring that and I'll make it a little more exciting, but avoid the pop, avoid the alcohol, avoid the empty calories. Hydration break. Okay. Tip number 3 is a proximity tip. So, there's probably going to be a central room where all the food is at. There's going to be bowls of chips and maybe plates of cookies. You're going to do your best to avoid that room. If it's not in front of you, you're not going to be tempted to keep grabbing it. If I'm in the other room sitting on a couch, I'm not going to keep getting up to go get it. So, if you're going to have a snack, eat it there. And then avoid that room like the plague. It is lava. The floor in there is lava and you're not going back in. So if you're not going to be tempted to take the food because you're not in the room, boom, you're eliminating calories. You're just poof, gone. Remember, you're not there for the food. You're there for the experience, to celebrate whoever needs celebrating, to have a fun time, but you're not there for the food. Food is not the central part of the party. Don't make it yours. Tip number 4 is avoid the cake and ice cream. And let me tell ya, it's not worth the calories. Seriously, the cake is gonna be some supermarket cake. It's gonna have thick, sugary frosting on it. And it's not gonna be worth your calories. It doesn't taste that great. You're gonna eat it and wish you hadn't. It's gonna make you feel like garbage. Don't eat it. Skip the ice cream, skip the cake. You'll thank me later. My last tip is if you're gonna eat the party food, if you watch this video and you're saying, Jen, I don't care what you have to say. I want to eat the party food. I don't want to stick out. I don't want to be a weirdo. I'm gonna eat the cake. I'm gonna eat the pizza, and I'm gonna have a cookie while I'm at it. Fine. Eat all those things, but make a plan. And if you want to partake in the party food, don't go crazy. Remember, a normal portion for us bigger people is not the normal portion for a normal person. So, if you're gonna eat the cake and the ice cream and the chips and the pizza and all those fun things at the party, eat a serving size. You don't need to go crazy. You don't need to go overboard. Just eat the right amount, and you know how much a serving is gonna be. You can have one piece of cake, one scoop of ice cream. You don't need the biggest slice of cake. You don't need 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. One slice of cake, one scoop of ice cream, 2 or 3 pieces of pizza, handful of chips. Get as many veggies as you can possibly eat. And at the end of the day, it's only one day. If you have some sort of cheat day or fun day or whatever you want to call it, maybe just plan for it to be that party day. So maybe you're gonna eat whatever you want to eat, and then tomorrow you get back on track, and that's okay too. We didn't gain all of our weight in one day. We're not gonna lose it all in one day, but you're also not gonna gain all of your weight back if you eat some pizza one day. So I guess, all in all, just be smart about it. Make a plan before you go in. Tell yourself, I'm gonna have this much pizza, I'm gonna have this much ice cream, this much cake, and then stick to your plan. You need to stick to what you tell yourself you're going to do so that your body and your brain can start trusting you. All right, we're gonna sum it up. 1, you're gonna eat before you go, or you're gonna bring your own food. 2, you're gonna avoid the alcohol and the pop. Drink your water. Number 3, you're gonna avoid the room with the food. Number 4, the cake and ice cream are garbage. Don't eat them. And number 5, if you're gonna ignore everything that I said anyways, eat like a normal person. You don't need to go crazy on all this party food. You just need to eat like a normal person. And that's it. So thank you so much for hanging out with me in my backyard today. I hope these tips are helpful to you when you go to your next party or gathering or wherever you're going. Bonus tip, if you go into this thinking, I'm allowing myself to have these things, you're gonna have a much better time than saying, I'm not allowed to have anything, poor me, why me, I wish I could eat like a real person and not all this diet crap. Your mentality is huge on this, guys. Go into it thinking that you have a game plan, you're losing weight, that's why you're making these decisions, not that life is unfair. Life is not unfair. You need to take control of it. There's no luck. You're not going to luckily lose the weight. You're going to lose your weight by making good decisions and sticking to them. You can make today a great day or not. The choice is yours. Have a good one.